trying to get better at it, trying to come up with more stuff, different things that we can use. We try to do just shorter videos, shorter things, because it's easier to manage. But it's a lot of times you shut everything off because you want to give a break, and that's when something happens.
Which is like what happened with, the GoPro was running.
Yeah.
And it was funny because he downloaded, he took it off the memory card. Well, he didn't take it off the memory card. He downloaded it on the computer. And we were sitting at Panera to use their Wi-Fi. So we're sitting at Panera, and I'm looking for the file. Can't find the file. That specific, everything else was there. But that specific one would not show up.
That's happened to me. I have a small handheld camera sometimes I use with the flip out screen. And we were out in an area that 90,000 acres that we go to, very good hot spot, probably one of the best in the state. A lot of camera issues out there. And then I go out there with this camera, never used it out there before. Everything up into this one spot where we knew we had something going on. So I started filming, recording, but when I got home, that was the only file that was empty. It was the only one. It had a weird thing to it, like, I don't know, it was just a weird comment on it that, not file not seen or file. It was just something like corrupted or something like that. But yeah, everything before and after was perfect.
So what I had to do was I connected
I was in a band for 25 plus years.
The actual GoPro. And then from the GoPro, I was able to pick it and then say, okay, this is where it's at. And then it appeared. But prior to that, it didn't.
Yeah.
And that's just, to me, it's just weird. Why doesn't it just show up?
Put some stuff out there to show that I've actually done something. That I changed genres from rock and roll to like country. And so it's been a kind of a switch trying to find myself and my voice, knowing that I'm not country. I'm from Illinois, So
you can be country from Illinois, dude. You can be country.
Yeah, there's no twang in Illinois unless it's southern Illinois, right before Tennessee.
You can make some twang.
When you cross the border in southern Illinois and you go right over the border into Tennessee, the first Waffle House you come to, it's a different world. The twang is there, but 20 miles down the road is not. It's so bizarre, man.
I've traveled the country. I was a project manager, so I've been. And it's so fucking weird that you're like you said, if you go the other way, you go a little bit north, you go to Indiana, you're like, where the fuck did I just shit up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but no, I'm definitely gonna get, because I would if you're okay with it, I would use it on some of my.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't.
That's a good idea.
That's what I want to do.
That's a good idea, because if he uses your music for this thing, there's no copyright infringement.
No, and I could actually,
and
you could actually advertise.
You can put it on there, music by.
I put money behind it,
so
so
what
it gets
I can
a
do
little
instead
bit.
of putting the lyrics in, if you want background music,
I
can put just. I've had the track without the vocals.
You're good. Everything you got, we'll use. Believe me,
that might be a good idea.
Well, I know that he might get hit with it at first. I mean, because Kerry wanted to use one of my songs in the 168, and he's like, "You plan on ever using it or putting it out?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's great music." And he's like, "Well, I may not be able to do it because of copyright thing." Like, I'm giving you permission.
Right.
He's like, "I know you're giving me permission, but there's a whole legal thing going on there." Where since I'm going through TuneCore and all my stuff's getting put out on Amazon and Apple and Spotify, the way he made it sound was like, since you're putting stuff out there and they're the ones that are putting it out there on all these platforms and making sure that you're getting whatever, that would be, I guess, taking away from them or whatever. But
we're good. Like I said, I have a music studio. We also have.
I'm going to do some walking around, because you never know, you might find something. See this right here?
I've got that one song, that one a world song.
See that little plant right here? Not this one, but this one. That's poison ivy.
What?
That's poison ivy. Just so you know. See the little one? This one right here? That's poison ivy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep. Here's how you can tell. Okay? Kind of resembles a pot leaf. But see how the stem and stuff is red? Okay, I don't want to touch it.
Don't touch it.
But it's red.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a red stem. Leaves of 3, let it be.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
We got some poison ivy over here.
I was educating your wife on poison ivy, so.
I'm gonna get your number before we leave.
Educate me too, man.
I don't know nothing about no fucking.
This stuff right here?
No, this one right here.
With the red stem.
See this one? That's poison ivy. Okay, it has the key characteristics of it is the red stem. Okay, and leaves of 3, let it be. That's the rule.
So that's why you pick 4-leaf clothing.
Yep. You got another one right here. But this other stuff, these little ones right here, that's not. That's not.
Yeah, that's poison oak. That's poison ivy.
That's poison ivy.
Oak? Yeah, there's a poison oak, but I don't know what it looks like. It does the same thing. It can break out. Not like crabs or anything. You can't, but it is contagious. I think. Can you give it to someone else?
Let's say if you rubbed against that
and if you started, yeah.
and you didn't wash your clothes and you got poison ivy and you got it cured, then a week later you put the shirt back on, you'd get it again. It's an oil is what it is.
If like the blisters or something you scratch top, you know, and it's kind of moist or something, and I brush up against you, I think you can just get that. So a lot of times too, if we walk in the woods and we see a green one of these laying on the ground, it's kind of something we look at as
Yeah, because to pull one of those shits out.
it takes a shot. I can't pull one of these small ones out without cutting my hand. So, I mean, I don't believe a deer is going to be able to do it.
No.
We watched a guy hook up his truck and try to pull one of these plants out, all of it, and the tow rope broke. So, but we know something out here that's strong enough to do it.
Remember that one time we walked down and then we came back, there was something in the trail? Mm-hmm. Was that a palm or was that just a branch? I can't remember now.
You had one with a palm.
I had the palm, I know that one, but I couldn't remember if they were both palm or not. Are you?
About 5 weeks ago, actually today, I went no power enough to go with a buddy of ours. He's on our team, Bobby, and I got home that night and started feeling like crap, and my throat started hurting a little bit, and I woke up that Sunday morning and I felt like I had a piece. Couldn't hardly swallow or talk, and then it almost felt like a flu, but it wasn't. Like my body just broke down. I couldn't get up. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. Couldn't walk. No energy. And I was coughing.
It's a good trail through there.
My son got it.
Think I should do a call? I strummed up humans.
What did they say?
I just tell them I was coughing.
There you go, Rick. They think you know what.
We just.
Say I didn't hear.
They were calling their dog. One day I want to be able to push way back that way on that
You know where
main.
we're going?
Oh yeah. I'm glad the mosquitoes stopped though.
They were on me. I could tell that I'm starting to feel a little bit like crap. My voice is starting to get more scratchy.
Well, I like the fact that it's a calm day. Even my calls, which don't carry, are carrying today.
I'm not even going to drink one with my throat later.
My call isn't evidently that good because it didn't scare the dog away.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Was that people with a dog?
Yeah.
So the dog was coming when after I did that?
When you did that, he was like, oh my God.
Random rape.
Yep. But like I said, the first time I came through here, see there's a hammock. See it over there in the tree?
No.
Move over.
I'm looking. Oh, okay, yeah.
But the first time I came here, you can see none of these trails. You couldn't see any of them. All I saw was that sign. They must have put back up this
Have
stuff.
you gone to the hammock?
I've never walked over there. I didn't know if it was a homeless person staying out here, or I didn't want to bother somebody, or I was by myself. I didn't want to find a corpse in it. I mean, that was some effort to put it up there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're using chain and everything, so
I was gonna mess with it.
yeah, I'm not.
They put a hammock up here with all this Bigfoot hair.
Yeah, that would have. If you would have never told me, I would have been like, "Oh my God, we got it."
That's what we were like too. We were so excited. We just got so much.
I'm just gonna walk over and look over here real quick, since I've never been over here. It is so nice out here. So nice. Beautiful. Thousands and thousands of acres that are just protected. No hunting, no fishing. Never find trash. It's very clean. Very pristine. Very nice. And we've got pretty much any animal in the state of Florida that's out here, so plenty of things to choose Plenty of things to choose. We have a water source. There's a lake out here, a couple of lakes actually. A lot of coverage. It's really nice, really nice. It's so beautiful back there.
Where?
You know, like if you go around this, it's beautiful. It's just, it's more of this, you know, this bike trail. So I just walked up this fire break. So it's just wide open back here. What's that? Where?
Oh, no, there's...
Let's see. See, these are the areas that we pray you get a sighting in.
Right.
Because it's open and they may cut from one area to another. So, I mean, the thick brush is one thing, but when you can get...
That's where they like to hang out.
Oh yeah, they do. They like to hide. That's why me and Jimmy go into the brush, because that's where they're going to be hiding out. But occasionally they have to cross. They have to go somewhere. And that's when hikers and, you know, different people come across them, because it made itself known. It walked out. It was heading somewhere. They happened to be at the right place at the right time, you know? And, huh? We believe they do, especially the young. Jimmy's encounter was one that fell out of a tree in front of him.
Oh, he's the one that you were telling me
Yeah.
about? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was documented on These Woods Are Haunted. They did a show. It's a show on television. I think Discovery or one of those, and they have a whole series. And they did one on Jimmy Barr, and where him and his brothers were playing. They heard a yell, so they went to investigate, and this thing fell out of the tree, arm's length from him. He could touch it if he wanted to, and it landed in front of him. They ran, and it followed them all the way to the house. You know? Yeah. So that's what got Jimmy involved. You know? So, but Jimmy was a child when that happened. That's why he's looking to have an experience as an adult, so he can process it better. So.
And where was that? Where was he living at the time?
I want to say North Carolina is where I want to say. This is just nice. See, if they would allow camping out here, this is where I'd be. I'd set up a tent somewhere in the middle, and I would set a perimeter with my cameras and my thermals, and see if it draws anything in to check us out.
Right.
You know? Isn't it nice in here, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Look at this. We can head back. I was just walking around while you guys were talking, so.
We were just saying how much we hate spiders.
Yes.
Yeah. But I just,
Oh yeah, that's
but we look for little things, like for example, a branch like this. Now this could be easily broken by somebody, but it's something that we look for to say, hey, that's odd, you know, let's get a better look. See what I'm saying? But somebody could have easily walked by.
Does it look like it's stuck in the ground right now?
No.
What it looks like? The branches on the bottom of it? Just look and see if it's jabbed in the ground.
No. But it definitely has been broken. I'll document it, but But look right there.
Yeah, he showed me one over there
Yeah,
too.
we just pulled a forked one that was stuck in the ground.
I don't have time for that shit. So I don't know why anybody would. Yeah, but he said something that it resonated with me last time we were here because I was like, why we don't see him more? I don't know. Like, what the fuck? You're right. My friend only has 40 acres in Georgia. I've seen everything out there. You know,
Yeah, I was telling him, today's the first day that I've seen wildlife out here. I've seen a couple squirrels in the tree, and we've seen it here, and that's it. You know, that we don't see the normal things that we would see in our neighborhood and any other place, like lizards, snakes,
Squirrels.
yeah, that's what he was
rabbits.
Yeah, we thought we seen the jackrabbit the other time. We was like, what's that?
And this is a wildlife management
We
area.
saw a fucking billy goat on the farm.
Yeah, we have the village where we're at in the farm.
Yeah.
It's 5 acres, and a whole fucking humongous ass billy goat showed up. We're having steak dinners on the fucking grill. You know,
But someone was
fire. We think the fireworks scared him off and got to us.
but then he came to us and that was not Man,
See, I just,
he scared the shit out of me.
but see, this could be something or nothing. I don't know. See what I'm saying? Because, again, we found a stick stuck in the ground, and it's thick leaf litter. Just, it's so thick. That's, wow.
Yeah, that one too.
It's interesting. What do you think? Can you put it back? And look at how it looks like it's been sharpened, or, you know, it's like it has to be that end.
It was stuffed in there.
Yeah. Damn, I wish that was a good one. I should have got a picture of that. But it's weird. And look above it, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Where would it come from? Where would it come from? To shoot that hard.
Check that right behind her, sticking out at an angle.
Yeah. See? How does that go in at an angle? How's that go in at an angle? See? That's just weird. That was amazing. I wish I'd gotten a picture of that before you pulled it out.
I wasn't sure if it was a tree or not. I
Yeah.
tug on a little bit.
That's why I didn't want to talk, but it just came right up.
Well, don't. Let me take a picture of it first. Then pull it out. Once I document it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can take it home. But that was probably one of the best ones I've ever seen that Jimmy just found. That thing's got to be what, a 4 foot?
But look how much it was in there, though. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, try to push it in. Try to push it in. No, find a new spot and push it in the ground. Push it in. As far as it was. How much you weigh?
I weigh 330 pounds.
Put your weight into it.
No, dude.
Now let go. That's as hard as you can do.
Yeah.
Now tap it. See how flimsy it is?
Look at this shit.
But look how, see how before, look how deep it goes.
Look at that shit. Look.
There's no way the wind did that.
No.
And who's got time to walk around?
That's what I told him. I don't have time to be sticking shit in here.
You know? Pull it out and hold it up right there. Yeah. Yeah. Hold it up. There. Good.
Because you can see the moisture. Yeah, my bad. I won't pull anymore. Because he showed me a couple. You showed me. And I'm like, so I checked that one. That's rooted.
Yeah.
I think.
What I do is I tap it first to see how tight it is. Then I document it.
And
Then I pull it.
okay. I want to do it again.
But tell me if that isn't weird.
That is weird. That's what I was telling you.
That one you found. That's. Huh?
We're
No,
looking
this was.
we're looking at weird nature.
I just tapped it, just broke, but it,
Yeah.
We're looking at weird nature. That vine that goes up there
Uh huh.
is growing out of that tree.
Yeah.
This vine is going off of there. It's going up to there. How? How is it interconnecting to trees? How is it growing up and whipping up?
This one looks like a big old jumper. Right?
This one is amazing. I wish he hadn't pulled it out. Ugh. See, I can't even get it back in there. Can't even get it back in there. That was amazing. That would have been a good picture.
Standing straight up?
Straight up, just like that. Straight up. And look. How did it fall through all that?
Yeah.
And land like that? That's crazy. That is crazy. I wish he hadn't have pulled it though. I mean, that's nothing but tree up there. There's no way this thing went through all those branches and stabbed into the ground, because it was down in there about 6 inches and it was sitting straight up and down just like that. That's crazy.
Some weird shit was moving back there.
Oh, was it?
It didn't look like wind. Like people was watching us.
They do?
Looked like some shit was watching us for a second. But it ran back into the brush.
Yeah.
What's the explanation for this?
It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
It's literally entwined with this other branch.
Here's in what I see. Now look at this. Okay. This had to happen. Bear with me. There's a branch coming out of that tree. A couple of them. Mm-hmm. They go on top of this. That tree had to have been grown for a long time to grow that high and then grow branches out.
This one grew. It's actually underneath and going through these two.
Yeah, it's zigzag. And then the one on top of that. See the one on top? Mm-hmm. The one above that? It's even higher up in that tree. I'm going to document this one too. Because it comes all the way right here. All the way.
This is weird.
Y'all be quiet. I'm going to record this. Found this neat arch. Jimmy just discovered this. What's crazy about it is it goes underneath these branches right there, which are those branches right there. They come across. One goes under, one goes over, and then as you go down, they're intertwined. So they're actually assisting and holding it down so it doesn't spring back up. So just another crazy arch. We find a lot of them in this area.
This whole little section right here.
I love this area. That's what I was telling her. Like if you were allowed to camp, this is where we'd camp, because with thermal and everything else, you've got a wide view if anything comes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got I want to say almost like if somebody took the stuff out of here.
Yeah.
Like the underbrush in here, purposely. Strategically.
But that's the neat thing about this area is the environment's changed so much. You can walk down to the lake. There's a whole cypress knee swamp back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple micro environments in each forest where you can walk across one side of the trail and it's just completely different, and the air is different.
It's just different. Nothing but cypress, nothing else. And then here you go from pine to now we're in nothing but hardwoods. A lot of hardwoods. I mean, you got a few pines, you're always going to have that, but hardwoods everywhere. It's great. It's a great environment. And you got to figure, because when these hardwoods, they're going to have acorns and different things like that. So look at that. Mm-hmm. You see that, Jimmy? Like something drug its foot.
Was it me?
Was it you?
I don't know.
No, I'm walking behind you.
Oh.